For God who created all things. So let me explain this to you. Hopefully, my mic keeps
You're
going down. I
saying
don't
that
know why my mic is going
it
down.
shouldn't say through or by Christ. It should just say who created all things.
So yes, because our oldest manuscripts, which reflect what the apostles would have written, the overwhelming, like pretty much every manuscript prior to the Byzantine text type read that God who created all things. Now, this is important you hear me, Jill, so you know what I'm saying and what I'm not saying. I'm not arguing that the phrase "by Jesus Christ" is not an orthodox statement. It is, because you find it elsewhere in the New Testament. The question is, specifically in that verse, is that the original reading? And the answer is no, it's not the original reading, because it's not in our oldest manuscripts, and it appears later. It's a gloss that's introduced later into the textual tradition of the epistle to the Ephesians.
Oh,
Do you understand now?
Conversations with these Unitarians. And they love this. They love to bring me to the Ephesians 3:9, the King James. They love to bring me to this. Suggest that Jesus somehow is a created being, or that he was used by the Father to create.
Well, they're wrong. If they're appealing to the King James, they're showing their ignorance, because that reading is not in our oldest manuscripts. However, Jill, you know that there are a million passages in the New Testament that show that Jesus is God, that the Father made all things through him. Like the one that I mentioned earlier, like Hebrews chapter 1, verse 2, when it says, "But in these last days he has spoken to us by his Son, whom he has appointed the heir of all things, through whom also he created the world," right?
Right.
And Colossians 1:16, "For by him, by Jesus, were all things made, both in heaven and earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones, dominions, principalities, or powers. All things were created by him and for him, and he is before all things, and by him all things consist." You notice how I know them by memory, because like this is something that every believer that believes in the deity of Christ should know. But believers in that wait, let me just finish. But believers in the deity of Christ should also know that Ephesians 3:9 in the King James, that reading is not original to our oldest manuscript. So therefore, that's a prime reason why people shouldn't be King James onlyists. Do you understand me?
Right.
And obviously you're not asserting that people who choose to use the King James, because you're not making it a salvific issue, neither is it a sanctification issue, right? You're not saying that there's some essential nature to looking only at the King James, right?
Yeah, I don't know why they try to take by and try to make that, because by, even in the English, even in our vernacular, means the person that's doing it. It doesn't mean someone else.
But it doesn't. But you're missing the point. But Jill, but that's not in, like, when Paul wrote that epistle, he didn't write by Jesus Christ in verse 9.
No. I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying that they will grasp onto the by. And also in First Corinthians, they'll grasp onto it as if, well, I'm doing it through or by, but through and by are not the same.
Yeah, that's what the J-dubs are trying to say. They try to make that distinction between by and through.
Veckel, let me know when I can ask something.
But I got to run. Thanks, Faithful. Thanks, Veckel.
Take it easy, man.
Always a pleasure. Go ahead, Dave. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I just wanted to go one-on-one with Faithful, just getting back on that sentence, because that's where everybody, for the last half an hour, 45 minutes, I missed responding. And I was just trying to get a word edgewise. Dashton was allowed to just overtalk him, but he's not even interested in the conversation. He's like, he's a psychic.
Yeah, I don't know why.
So you prefer a psychic over a guy like me that wants
Come
to
on,
talk
man.
about
That's a straw man.
I haven't got to talk about anything yet. I really wanted to ask Beckel if he thought that Ezekiel saw that four-faced cherubim was psychic.
So let me know when you can shut the fuck up
Dave,
and I can talk.
Dave, go ahead. Just ignore it.
Listen, I put him in the back on my channel. I let him come in my channel all the time.
Okay.
Would you please put him in the back so he doesn't interrupt?
I don't want to have to do that with anybody.
Why? Because I just want to go one-on-one and get this over with. So
okay, fine. I'll put it. I'll put everybody backstage except you and Faithful.
All right. That would be great. You want to bring up? And would you also bring up your King James Bible in Ephesians?
No one even interacts when I interrupt.
All right, I'm going to put everybody backstage.
And put the King James up in Ephesians 3 with your normal software, please.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
So I can read it.
Oh, the software I normally use?
Yeah, your Ephesians 3 King James Version. Thank you. I just want to get this done so you guys can all talk about whatever, because we were trying to talk.
All right, I got the e-sword up, and it's in the King James Version.
I'm not going to get. I appreciate this, because this allows us to talk civilly and decently. So, Mr.
Before we get to talking civilly and decently, I think it is called for that you at least apologize for the insult, because I didn't call you.
I will
white
apologize
boy.
for calling you a nigger. I should have called you a spick. Okay, that's no problem.
Yeah, no, I don't
Okay.
I don't want you calling me any of those names. Just like I won't be calling you those names. I think that should be the first line of order that we should avoid.
Well, then don't call me all
that.
the names you call me, like an idiot, and I don't know what I'm talking about.
No. Listen closely, friend. Listen. You started off calling me names. I didn't start off calling
I'll
you
apologize.
names.
I really will. Sincerely.
Okay. All right.
That's fine. So we can move forward.
I want to move on with a decent conversation.
Save that for the after show. Anyway,
okay.
Here we go.
I really want to have this conversation with you. I really want to talk about
go ahead.
something important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I made an issue about the sentence. I wanted you to show me the sentence, and you tried to read the sentence. You guys still haven't read the sentence correctly. Let me show you.
I read the sentence. It's verse 8 to verse 9.
No, it's not, because the sentence does not end with a colon. And you can look this up in English grammar.
Friend, I need you to hear me. So there is no, listen closely. Do you see verse 7 ends with a period? The beginning
Correct.
of the next sentence would be verse 8, and then it goes into verse 9. That's what I just said.
No, you didn't say. You didn't let me. You're not even listening to me.
Man, this is a recorded. Hear me out. This is a recorded.
I love it. It's recorded, and your ignorance is being recorded right now.
You're going to hear that. Listen to me. When I started to read, I said verse 7, but then I saw, oh snap, there's a period there, and I realized it's verse 8. So I corrected myself immediately. So you can see that I know how English grammar works. I think.
Oh, do you really?
Wait. Let me just finish. You can hear that I'm on. Listen, you can hear that I am an articulate person. I know how English works. So what I wanted was for you to deal with specifically what we call today verse 9. And why that verse is being mistranslated. Our argument isn't about where the sentence begins. We know.
Yeah, but you're still going to tell me. Wait, now, hold on. Now, calm down.
Go ahead.
Let me interrupt a little bit too and interject something.
I hear you. Go ahead.
You keep telling me the sentence ends at the end of verse 9, and it does not. It goes all the way. Listen to me, please. It's not like I care if you make a mistake. I'm just pointing out your honest mistake. You made another mistake. It's no big deal. But you're wrong. The sentence goes from verse 8 unto me, and it goes past verse 9 because a colon is not the end of a sentence, and it goes all the way down to the end of verse 12. So you're still wrong, and you're calling me an idiot.
Okay. All right. Hold on a second. I'll correct myself. You said where it began, and I said it ends in verse 9. You're right. I misspoke. I will concede that was me misspeaking. You're correct that it does end in verse 12. I will.
Okay, so no big deal now. Let's let that die. Okay, we don't even want to.
Wait. But our contention isn't about, and this is important. You hear me, because this is a straw man on your end.
Don't start that stuff now. We're just discussing.
But we have to deal with this logically and reasonably. Our argument, our contention, is not about where the sentence begins and where it ends. The contention is about why the verse that we call 9, why it is mistranslated. My contention isn't about verse 8 or verse 10 or 11 or 12. It's about verse 9.
Well, it is important, because if you claim that verse 9 needs to be translated accurately, does that change the sentence structure?
No, we're not arguing about sentence structure. We are arguing about the way that, for example, the word fellowship. Now, we're dealing with a word within the verse, right? Within the verse, within the wider sentence that began at verse 8 and ends at 12. In what we call verse 9, the word fellowship there in the Greek, that relevant word is mistranslated by the King James.
And why do you say that it's mistranslated? So you know what it really should say? Well, then tell me what it really should say.
So if you actually look at are you in any way able to look at the Greek? Because I'm going to have Beckel pull up the interlinear, and you're going to see with your own eyes the relevant Greek word.
I'll go to Blue Letter Bible.
Open go that to Blue Letter.
What is it? Ephesians 3:9, right?
Blue Letter. No, listen. Bible Hub has the Blue Letter Bible. Most people don't realize this. Blue Letter Bible only has root word definitions with Strong's keyed, and the problem is that we need to be looking at the actual verse in the Koine Greek, the actual sentence, or pardon me, the portion of the sentence in the Koine Greek.
So you say I should go to Bible Hub instead? Yeah.
So I'm gonna post it in the back channel. So here is the Greek text. Here I'm going to put it in the back now if I can find my window. Here it is. Okay, this is the private chat. I'm posting the link to.
Okay, you're posting the link. This is the link to Bible Hub. Okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, all right. So let me go ahead and. right, let me go screen share that.
Mm-hmm.